Now, next issue of language design is the bindings. So binding is an association between two things. Here we may speak of the binding of program elements to a particular characteristics or the properties from the set of possible properties. In programming languages, names binding is association of objects with identifier. That is, an identifier bound to an object is said to reference that object. This binding of program elements takes place at different times and we call it its binding time. So these different times are language design time, language implementation time, compile time, then link time, load time, run time. So these are the various timings at which the binding takes place. So binding time is the moment in the program life cycle when this association occurs. So many properties of the programming language are defined during its creation. For instance, the meaning of the keywords such as size of data types. These properties are defined at the language design time. So binding fixes a value or other properties of an object from a set of possible values. So to understand the binding and binding times, so let us look at the simple assignment statements of the program as shown in the next slide. So in this slide, the simple example is given here, x equal to x star 10. This is the simple assignment statements that we write in the programs. So we will try to understand how the bindings of various symbols used in these statements will be done. So first, in this assignment statement, star symbol which bonds to multiplication operation at language design time. Then for x, there may be possible set of data types are int, float, character. So may be set at the language design time. Then for x, a range of possible values, that is int, float, character, that x can hold will be decided or bound at language implementation time. Then another you can say about the x, when x is declared as int x or float x or character x, so this particular binding associated with the variables will be fixed at the compile time through then for x, it will be bound to storage cell when the program loads in the memory, and this process will be done at the load times. Then similarly, for x at any point during the program execution, a particular value will be assigned to the variable x, and this value will be determined at the execution times. Means the association or binding will take place at linking time. So these are the various times at which the binding takes place. So we have tried to understand by showing simple example, which is assignment statements here. So there are many more design issues for the languages. So two of them we have seen in this session, and these are the names and bindings. So another issues of the language designs we'll see in the next video lectures. Thank you very much.